Hello, my name is Marion Dilworth, and I am an educational advisor and success coach here at Blackhawk College. Today, we're going to review using the Degree Audit tool in your myBHC student portal to track your degree completion, to view potential programs, and to utilize the degree plan or plans you may have created with your advisor. As always, we begin by logging into the myBHC student portal. You may have the myBHC app downloaded on your phone, but I will be using a desktop computer. The views will be slightly different between mobile and desktop, so keep that in mind. If you have any trouble logging into myBHC, please refer to the technology help page of the Blackhawk website linked in the description. Once you are logged into the myBHC portal, you will locate the course planning tile, which looks like a piece of paper with an award ribbon on it. Since myBHC is customizable, your tile may be in a different location on the grid than mine, but the icon is the same. This will bring up your personalized degree audit. I have mine pulled up here. On this screen, you can find all kinds of information, such as the last four digits of your student ID number, your current assigned program of study, mine is the Associate of Arts, or AA, your home campus, 1 is Quad City Campus, 2 is East Campus, your assigned advisor, your academic standing, any registration holds, and your catalog year, which indicates the catalog you began your program on and the one that will be used to complete your final degree audit upon graduation. Once you complete any credit-bearing coursework, this top section will also show how many credits you've completed at Blackhawk and what your Blackhawk GPA is. As you scroll down to the main audit, you can see the overview of how your previous, current, or pre-enrolled classes apply to your current program of study, as well as the breakdown of how much of your degree or certificate you have completed. Here are the general requirements for your particular degree. So for my Associate of Art, I will need at least 60 credits, which is the minimum required for an associate degree, at least 24 institutional credits, meaning credits completed at Blackhawk, a course that satisfies the non-Western studies requirement. You can see the classes that satisfy that on the AA or AS worksheets on our website or listed in the course catalog. I will also need to make sure my GPA is at least a 2.0. I'll have to complete the general education or gen ed requirements outlined further in the degree audit, and I will need to complete any major or program-specific requirements. For an AA or AS, there are no program-specific requirements, as they are flexible transfer-focused degrees. This allows you to utilize the general elective credits section of your degree to either explore potential fields or load up on classes that will help you further your chosen career path once you transfer. Speak with your advisor about the most useful electives for you. Once you scroll down, you will see the breakdown of the gen ed requirements. They are organized into categories: communication, math, physical and life sciences, humanities and fine arts, and social and behavioral sciences. Based on your degree, whether that is an AA, an AS, or a career-focused Associate of Applied Science, or AAS, your gen ed requirements may look different. This gen ed section is where you can see how your previous or currently enrolled courses apply to your program of study. I can see that my English 101 course covers a communication requirement, but that I am missing English 102 and Speech 101. Similarly, my Biology 250 covers my life science, but I still need a physical science at some point during my time at Blackhawk. A completed requirement will have a green check mark in this circle. You can see that an in-progress requirement will show a blue half-filled circle, and a missing requirement will show an empty red circle. For the missing requirements, you can see a list of course codes to the right of the category. These are the courses that are applicable to fulfilling that particular requirement. Hovering over a course code will tell you the name of the class, and clicking it will bring up the catalog description, along with any prerequisites you would have to meet to take that course. If you have questions about which gen eds would benefit you the most, make sure to touch base with your advisor. Next to any completed courses, you will see your grade, Mine show IP for in progress, but that will change to a letter grade when I complete the courses, as well as the credits earned and in which term it was taken. You can also find this information in your transcript, but sometimes it is easier to view here. Below the Gen Eds, you can see which classes apply to your elective section, and then there is an in progress section to show you which courses are the ones you are currently enrolled in. If you have attempted classes but not received credit, there will be an additional section labeled No Credit Earned. This will list any classes you may have failed, classes you withdrew from or dropped, or classes you may have been administratively dropped from. This can be useful if you need to complete a financial aid appeal, which requires you to list every course you received a grade of F, X, or W in, as well as the term in which you attempted these courses. Finally, down at the bottom, there is a legend for the different icons that the degree audit utilizes. Those are the basics for how to read the degree audit worksheet. However, you might be interested in how your previous coursework, currently enrolled courses, or pre-registered classes might apply to a different degree or program. If we scroll back up to the top, you'll see that there's a tab titled What If? When you click it, it will pull the analysis filters. So let's say I'm interested in one of our Associate of Applied Science degrees, maybe the Agricultural Mechanics program, and want to see how my Gen Eds will apply. We will pull the current catalog year, as well as the kind of degree, in the drop-downs here under Program. Then we will specify which program under Areas of Study. These are listed alphabetically, so I didn't have to go very far for Ag Mech. Once those fields are correct, you'll scroll down and click the Process button here on the bottom right. That will then reconfigure the degree audit to read as if I am coded into the Ag Mech program. We can see that my current classes now fulfill the minimal Gen Ed requirements of an AAS degree. But if we scroll down, only the Intro to Computers class satisfies any programmatic requirements. I would still need to take all of the Ag Mech specific coursework. You can run the what if function for any of our programs as many times as you would like to view all of your options if you are considering another academic path. To return to your active degree audit, simply scroll back up and switch back to the academic tab. If you've worked with your advisor on a long-term plan for the coursework you anticipate taking here at Blackhawk, your advisor has likely built a plan here in DegreeWorks. If you look all the way up at the top left of the page, you'll see that the audit is under the Worksheets tab. To view an active plan from your advisor, you would simply switch to the Plans tab. If you have worked on several potential academic paths, you may have multiple or outdated plans. To view the courses and the terms you should take them in, just click on the plan description in the plan list. Here, you can see a semester by semester breakdown of that advising plan, and if it is longer than 3 terms, there is a scroll bar at the bottom. This can help give you a point of reference at registration time if your plan has not changed. If your plan needs to be edited or adjusted for any reason, or you have questions about the classes listed, reach out to your advisor. And that concludes our review of using the degree audit and course planning tools in myBHC. As always, if you have any questions or you need assistance with any of this, we do encourage you to get in touch with your assigned advisor. You can reach the Quad City Advising Center at 309-796-5100 and the East Campus Advising Center at 309-854-1709. You can also contact your assigned advisor directly by clicking the My Advising tile in myBHC. This will pull up your assigned advisor's contact information and allow you to schedule an advising appointment with them online. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.